farþega sem sitja við neyðarútgang eru beðnir að gæta þess að allur handfarangur sé í hólfi fyrir ofan sæti.
Last December, I found a really great flight deal to Iceland and decided to buy it with fingers crossed as a birthday present to myself. Restrictions lifted earlier this summer, and so with my vaccine card and negative test results in hand, I jumped on an overnight flight from Boston to Reykjavik. After landing at Keflavik, I headed over to one of Iceland's most popular attractions, the Blue Lagoon. While the Blue Lagoon is a well-oiled tourist machine, it actually started as a mistake. In the late 1970s, workers at a geothermal plant near Reykjavik noticed that instead of flowing through the surrounding lava fields and back into the earth, the blue-tinted runoff wastewater was pooling and creating a small lagoon. One worker, who suffered from psoriasis, decided to try bathing in the water, and it actually helped to relieve his condition. After local residents began following suit, scientists started studying the properties of the water, and the water was later moved to open the modern-day, man-made Blue Lagoon in 1999. The water gets its blue tint from light reflecting off of the high silica content. It averages around 100 degrees Fahrenheit and is replenished every 40 hours, so no chemicals or other disinfectants are needed. It feels incredibly refreshing, and the bottom of the lagoon is smooth like a pool, although there are a few spots that feel a little squishy from the buildup of silica. After checking into my hostel, I explored Reykjavik, starting with Hallgrímskirkja Church. It's the largest church in Iceland, and as one of the tallest structures in the country, it has a great view of the city from the top of the tower. I made my way back towards the water of Faxa Bay, which means smoky or steamy bay, due to the geothermal activity seen by the first Viking settlers in 874 AD. I checked out the Harpa Concert Hall and Sun Voyager sculpture before grabbing a famous Icelandic hot dog for dinner and calling it a night. So today I met up with my group from Arctic Adventures. We are doing a 6-day driving tour of the Ring Road. We were supposed to go counterclockwise, starting in Reykjavik and then moving our way south, east, north, and then back. But the volcano that we were supposed to hike on our last day was actually really active today, and so our guide decided that we were going to do that today, and then we're doing the rest of our trip in reverse. It ended up being absolutely perfect, and we were able to see the volcano erupting while we were hiking, and it was just amazing. So I'll let the videos speak for themselves here. So where I'm pointing to now is where I thought we were walking to. LOL, no, it was about a mile still after. Yeah, so the hike was definitely a lot harder than I was anticipating. I had seen some videos and photos that people have been posting over the last couple months, and it seemed like it was just like a little hillside walk and a little incline, and then you were there. And it was at one point, but the routes have been changing as the volcanoes continued to erupt, and lava has flown over the old routes. So it was very, very steep. I would think it was about 4 miles total that we did, but 2 miles up, 2 miles back. Took us about an hour and a half each way. It was absolutely worth it. I mean, the views were incredible. You can see from the videos, just you had the lava field and then the volcano on one side, and on the other side of the hill it looked out over the ocean and the local town, and it was really amazing. I definitely did think that I was going to give up at a couple points because it was very, very steep and difficult. So I just stop and take some pictures and get some water, and then either a couple of people from our group would keep encouraging me to keep going, or random people would say it's totally worth it at the top. So thank you to those people, especially Kate in our group, who walked with me most of the way and listened to me talk a lot to keep my mind off of how steep the hill was and how nervous I was about just tumbling down on the first day. But yeah, we had gotten some sandwiches in a local bakery and had a little picnic at the top with the volcano erupting in the background, and it was just absolutely incredible. Totally worth it. And then because of all the activity, we just drove back up to our hotel for the night. We grabbed some dinner at a local restaurant. Tomorrow we are driving up to Dalvik, where we're going whale watching, which I'm super excited for. It is going to be quite a long drive. It's about 4 hours there. But I'm excited to get some of those good scenic driving hours in too, because it's quite a beautiful ride. One thing that I've heard and kind of seen so far is that there aren't a lot of trees in Iceland, for a couple of reasons. One is it's very windy, and so it's hard for trees to stand up. 2 is because of the lava fields, and those aren't really conducive to growing trees. And 3, because way back in the day, the Vikings and first settlers actually cut down all the forests to make boats and houses and everything, and they were just never able to plant those forests again. So it does make, though, for some really scenic drives. You get to see everything out there, the mountains and the waterfalls and everything like that. So it's really, really great. I'll try to capture as much of it as I can. Yeah, and get some updates for whale watching tomorrow. Hopefully we'll get to see some humpbacks or something.